channel, what are the absolute essentials to set up a successful homeschooling environment for preschoolers? There's many things out there, and I myself do lots of homeschooling vlogs, but there are certain items that are on my must-have list, and this is what this video is about. If you're new to my channel, welcome. I'm a mom of two. I have a 3-year-old and a 5-year-old, and my 5-year-old is in kindergarten this year. I've been homeschooling since March, and on my channel, I largely focus on Montessori approach, activities for children, and all kinds of mommy-related content. So if that's what you're looking for, subscribe to my channel, and let's get to my must-haves list. Homeschooling preschoolers requires working on predominantly major skills such as letter recognition, number recognition, writing, reading, and all kinds of fine motor skills. There will be lots of materials that you could print out online, and so my very first essential is the printer. I print copious amount of paperwork pretty much every single week, and with that comes my second essential is the laminator. So my laminator is from the brand Fellows. And it's pretty basic. I actually don't do anything on it except the heated laminating. I have a pack of laminating sheets, about 300 of them, and that's what I do. The reason I do it for several reasons. First of all, I don't want to waste all the paper, and then we do so much tracing work, like months tracing, we do number tracing, we do days of the week tracing. I mean, all of this is tracing work that has been laminated. Now, if you don't want to invest in the laminator, my next essential, which is number 3 on my list, is this plastic sleeve. This can be bought, this has been already used, so you can see a bit of the marks on it. So this can be bought at Target, I think probably a dollar store as well, or just online, Amazon. I bought mine at Target, and I believe it was in the dollar section, either for $1 or $3. And I bought a bunch of them. So some of the materials that I use, I just slide in the paper in there. Like if I want to, I don't want to print it out, like I have the letters written out and I want Justin to trace it. So I write it myself on a piece of paper and slide it in there, and he traces it. With that comes my number 4 essential is the dry erase marker board markers. Now you can get away with just one color to make the activities more fun, especially like days of the week tracing, things like that. And because there is so much of it, especially in kindergarten, I wanted to make it a little bit more fun. So I bought the pack of multicolored dry erase markers. Those are great, and they have this tip that helps me to erase things. So my kids, when they use them, they pop it on the back and then they just erase it themselves. Also, with the amount of tracing, writing work that we do, I find this whiteboard cleaner from Expo. I also picked it up at Target. You can find any other one very helpful, because sometimes if you let the dry erase markers sit, it's kind of hard to take them off. This has been very helpful. I don't think it's a must-have, but it's really good to have kind of thing. Now, my next must-have on the list, I don't remember the numbers anymore, but it's a just dry erase marker board that is small. Mine is double-sided, and it's also lined for kindergarten, which I find very efficient, because when I do writing work with Scarlett in any of her workbooks, and I know that she might forget how to form that letter, we write it out here first, and then we move on into the workbook. Again, the back part can be used for younger children, so it's really nice and handy to have. I would say that that's my must-have, because you can do many activities you come up with, even like if you want to do letter matching. You put all the lowercase letters on one side, all the uppercase letters on the other side, and your child can just do it, so you don't have to print it out. Some of the activities you can just do on here. With that, because kids do lots of counting, I would say that having counters of some sort on hand is very handy. They are inexpensive. Like this set, I probably bought for $3 at Hobby Lobby with leaves, because it is fall. You saw my fall activities. I also actually love to use those as a counters. Those are just glass beads. I think you can buy them in Hobby Lobby pretty much anywhere. I also have much more fancier ones, like counting bears from learning resources that I also use for pattern making. Also, I have acorns that I use for fine motor skills activities as well. Having different sets of counters on hand for one-to-one correspondence is very handy, especially for preschoolers, because certain activities tend to get boring, and bringing in the element of fun is always great. With the amount of writing work in workbooks and just on the sheets that we do, my must-have is also golf-sized pencils. They are essential for your child writing skills. Your child should be writing in the beginning with a proper size pencil, or even if you do crayons and coloring crayons, Crayola has great size. By the way, I filmed an essentials video for crafts that you must have if you're homeschooling your children. So I'll link it at the end of this video and also in the description below. On my list is this calendar, or any kind of calendar you find good for you. I like this one because we can go and talk about the months of the year, the day of the week, what is it sunny outside or not, what kind of seasons they are, and the time. So I've been using this one for last about year and I really enjoy it. So if you have any other ones that you like, you can also use them as well. My other must-have is right behind me is the sitting place, where your workspace, where your children can write and sit at the proper position. A lot of writing work we actually do sometimes on the floor, but having a space that has a proper size chair and proper size table is very important, especially when they're starting to read and write. It just helps them position their hand in the right space. So buying something small. This is actually a recent purchase from IKEA and it was only $29. I have a different table that is mainly for crafts that is totally destroyed from Pottery Barn. Where we do, like, I alternate. I typically don't have the kids at the same table because I have two of them, so I have one writing at one table or doing something at one table and the other one is working it. Another thing I want to briefly touch upon is also the way you get organized. So for me, a must-have is this gigantic folders. I have one for my son, one for my daughter, where I keep all of their workbooks together, also all their printouts that I group. Now, a lot of people love using binders, and I think I'm actually at the point of that I need to start introducing the binders, but that has been what has been in use for us for now. So these are actually my absolute essentials and must-haves for the homeschooling environment for preschoolers. Now, those are bare minimals, so there's obviously more work that you can be doing, and kids do thrive in the environment that has lots of hands-on materials. That's why I filmed the whole homeschool playlist for you guys, so go check it out. But you could get away, if you ever have to just homeschool for a certain amount of time or you're looking into it, just get away with this kind of materials on hand. Hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, make sure to give me a like, subscribe to my channel, and I'll see you later.